Hey guys, welcome to the vlog. Million here with you, MILLIAN here for Dominion Fire, the D Fire vlog. I am your ministry iconoclast firebrand, provocateur, and resident heretic here at Dominion Fire. Add to that a wedding officiant, I guess. Following up on the services over the weekend, it is Monday today, and I'm getting back on my hustle and getting things out, getting things ready for the ministry, and exhausted. I was up late because with this weekend I didn't get any work done, so I was up late last night doing stuff. And, I know I recently redid the website for Dominion Fire, and now that I'm looking at it again, I kind of hate it. So I'm starting to mess around again. And I'm reordering some of the boxes and content on there. I'm trying to make it more content-centric as opposed to just text and things like that. But what I wanted to talk to you about today was something that happened yesterday. I put out the vlog already for the wedding videos with the service and me actually working them through their vows and everything. And I had a section where I had to pray over them. And it's something I wanted to do for them just, because I love these guys and it's just, a thing you do. And I had this whole thing prepared of how I was going to do it and what I was going to say. I had this whole big thing mapped out. And then the moment it actually came, I froze. Yeah. I didn't even have anything written down on my tablet. It just said pray for the couple, and I'm like, okay. And I had this all in my head, what I was going to say and how I was going to go about it. And then I had to start ad-libbing it. So when you have to do a ministry thing, when you have to do a prayer for someone, you can't really have something packaged and pre-planned ready to go, because you forget that, you're in trouble. You have to be able to operate in real time when it comes to doing ministry or healing for someone, or if you're like growing out someone's leg to show off or whatever, because I know I've done it. We've all done it. Come on, admit it. We like to show off. It's fun. Fun showing off God. Let's be real. But you can't rehearse some of this stuff when you are actually there in the moment. It's got to be a natural kind of outflow of who you are. And I didn't prepare properly for that. I mean, again, my wife said that it was a good prayer. It sounded nice. Everybody was happy. No one even said anything. I mean, not that they would, but I know. And the way I feel about it was not what I wanted. So I sort of kind of, did it halfway, I guess, is the best way I could put it. Not on purpose. It's just how it came out. And I wanted to do just better than I did. And I guess that was the whole main thing. But overall, everybody else was happy. And as long as they're happy, I'm happy. But I guess the thing is that as much as we want to be prepared and we want to be ready for all contingencies and all things that come in front of us, that's just not going to happen. Anything with this prayer or releasing or glory, whatever you want to call it, it has to be something real. It's got to be something that comes out of your intention of who you are. It's got to be something that just comes out of you in the moment. And this is why it's so important to have that mind renewal, because when you start renewing your mind to how God works and how and what He wants for His people that you are praying and ministering to, it becomes easy to rattle that off as you're saying it in real time, because it's so deeply embedded in you. When the heart and mind of God is so deeply embedded in who you are, which is what we're ultimately striving for, it becomes just a natural outflow. So I would encourage you to stay away from practicing, to stay away from rehearsing, to stay away from having kind of the canned formula of how you do things. And this is something we've talked about a lot of times, about just how to minister and how to approach healing. Let it naturally flow out of who you are, because who are you? What's your identity in Christ, right? You are one, joined in Him, in one spirit with Him. And therefore, let Him flow out of you in real time, and it'll go a lot better than trying to plan ahead. So that is, so that's where it stands. The last video, if you check it out, the wedding itself was really nice. And again, the other thing that I mentioned before is there was a couple things that had to be adjusted. There was a couple of the timings that changed. There was a couple of the order of things that went differently, and you have to be ready for that kind of stuff. And the way you get ready is by not being ready. The way you get ready for that is when the moment arrives, you just do what you got to do and let it naturally outflow of you. So in this case, it was something happy and joyous like a wedding. But if you have a case where you're called to a hospital where somebody's dying, can't really rehearse that. If you have somebody who has died and you're going to try to raise them back up, Can't really rehearse that. You just got to go, and you can't decide, well, here's what I'm going to say. Here's, if this, like a flow chart, if this happens here, then I'm going to go here. But then if we go back here, don't do that. Okay? Let the Spirit of God flow naturally out of you, and let that be who you are. So I was disappointed in myself because I should have done it that way yesterday, and I didn't. It wasn't a big disaster or failure. It's just I know I could do better, and that's what we're always striving to do. Line on line, precept on precept, right? We're just building and building on every experience that you have. If you don't do well, okay, if you go to pray for someone, if you go to minister for healing, anything like that, and let's say you don't do well, okay, well, that's okay. Next time, next line, build on it. If you get a success, you get a good situation, get a good healing, that's your new baseline. Line on line, precept on precept, just keep building and let it naturally flow out of who you are. That's it for today. Got to get working now. So check it out anytime. DominionFire.com is the website. If it looks all fouled up, it's because I'm messing with stuff. But follow me on Twitter, @HealingMinister, if you will. And on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. Thumbs up. That helps us get our rankings up a little higher. And on our Facebook page, you can see some of the stuff I've posted, which was kind of nice as well. And I think that's it. All right, guys. See you soon.